So I will be doing a brief of sharing my screen with you, and also I'll also probably come onto video so that everybody can see. So there's a concept of digitalization, and we want to look at the state of Muslims. So Muslims on call. If you have your audio, your mic on activated, you can please uh, put it off. And if you want to say anything, you can also put your hands up, and we can address the matter together. We want to look at the meaning of. Can you please put off somebody, Nora Lawal? Please put off your mic. Good. So we want to look at the meaning of digitalization and digitization. Digitization, we want to look at the history, we want to look at the current state as it affects Muslim, and we want to look at our advice for the future. So I'm going to Islamize the topic, and I'm going to try as much as possible to give you a good foundation for you to move your thoughts. There is what is called paradigm, a thought process, what we know of something. Nǹkan tá a bá sábà pé nǹkan tá a mọ̀ ń pa kíní yẹn ni. So we want to look at that concept. Now, digitization is to convert something that is in physical format to digital format. That is the concept of digitization. So when we say we want to digitalize something, meaning that we want to convert that thing from physical to digital. Probably you have a document, and you want to send document to somebody, or you want to send a note like this content that we are doing now. We want to convert this into a digital content. I'm going to record my screen, I'm going to record this process, and at the end of the day we will come out with a content, a solution that people can still be watching years to come. Okay. However, digitalization is the use of digital technology to change the business model, as in the complete runnings of something, in order to provide new revenue or new outcome or value producing opportunities. Okay, if you go onto the website, you can also confirm that digitalization is, like digitization that I mentioned, is a conversion from analog to digital. Okay, whereas digitalization is the use of digital technology to convert, to transform how interaction, how engagement is being, conducted. Okay, in order to create a new solution, just like what we are doing now. We always have our Usrah in a physical location where everybody will come from different locations and will converge. Now we are also having our Usrah in a virtual location. What we are doing is we digitalize, that is digitization. So we convert our physical events to a digital event, but that has not given us that concept that we have digitalized it, as in digitalization, meaning that we have not turned it into a full-time process. We have not, make it like this is an institution that will be doing this and that for the purpose of, bringing a new outcome. Okay, probably that one is a bit technical. Ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀ ní Yorùbá òun náà ni pé bá a ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀, àwa gbé wá sí ojú ìmọ̀ ọ̀làjú àti ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé, tó já sí pé nǹkan tá à ń ṣe yẹn tún wá rọrùn gan ẹ̀rí, ó tún wá mú àwọn àǹfààní míì jáde. That is the concept we want to look at. Now, how does this now come to human development? How does this relate to Islam? How does this relate to Muslims? When you look at Islam said, Ọlọ́run bá àlékọ́lá nínú Suratu Baqarah, Ọlọ́run bá sọ pé wa idh qala rabbuka lil malaikati inni ja'ilu fil ardi khalifa. قالوا أتجعل فيها ما يفسد فيها ويسفك الدماء ونحن نسبح بحمدك ونقدس لك قال لا إني أعلم ما لا تعلمون. Tabalo Usrah to Baqarah ayah 30. Now the point is this, that in the vision of Allah, in the statement of Allah, He has decided to place on earth someone or a set of species, a set of creatures that would become the vicegerents. Okay, when we say vicegerents, we mean like a governor, like a representative. Okay, and that person will be able to, utilize so many things. In one of the hadith of the prophet said, Allah said in hadith Qudusi that He has created everything because of Banu Adam, and He has created Banu Adam because of him, to worship him. Okay, and that is one of the reasons why humans, as humans, we are unique. We are not like a static creature. We are we are creatures that develop, okay, from different phases of human endeavors, and we are so unique that we can create different ways of doing so many things. And that is why Allah said in several verses of the Quran, Tamamamubo, some of it in Surah Al-Rahman, where Allah says, Ya Mashal Jin wal Ins, Man istata'a minkum an tanfudhu min aqtari samawati wal ardi fanfudhu. Okay, that if you feel you want to go beyond the regions of the earth, the heavens and the earth, then move, be creative. Okay, and there is a notion, which is that the provisions of Allah is on the surface of the earth. Okay, when we say the provisions of Allah is on the surface of the earth, what we are looking at the nature of humans without development, without all this invention, the nature of humans. When Allah said in Surah An-Naml, verse 34, Allah says, the queen Bilqis, she said, in al-muluk idha dakhala qaryata afsaduha, that it is natural. If you don't know, please go and know. When humans, when these kings, when these fighters, when these people, if they should attack a Korea, a place, a region, afsaduha, then they destroy it. وَجَعَلُّهَا أَعْزِيزَةً liha avila, then they are going to make those who are honorable among humans, they are going to make them what? Dishonorable. Okay, eléyìí jẹ́ ìṣe èèyàn. It is not against saying, tẹ́ bá lọ wo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gan, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n máa ń sọ fún yín àwọn Àfọ̀njá, àwọn ìtàn Yorùbá tẹ́ mọ̀ yẹn, ọba tí ń kó mọ lẹ́rú, wọ́n máa ń gba ìṣàkọ́lẹ̀. It is the nature of humans, because some people still believe that the provisions of Allah is limited, that the provisions, the rizq of Allah is limited, that there is nothing except in Contabo lórí ilẹ̀. Tó bá já síbẹ̀, a máa bára wa jà ká ba lè gbà tá à náà fẹ́ jẹ. Tá bá rí pé yín kójọ tó bá pọ̀, a máa wá bá yín bí tẹ́yìn wà, a máa gbógun jà yín, a máa gbà nǹkan yẹn náà lọ́wọ́ yín. It was until the time of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Are you there? Are you with me? Is anybody here? Somebody should just comment in the chat box. Are you hearing me? Comment in the chat box. Are you hearing me?
We can hear you clearly, sir. We can hear you clearly. We are enjoying you, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. So it was during the time of Ibrahim that he said that ó dẹ̀ ń ké kínní yẹn gbogbo nǹkan tó lóun fi pa àwọn kan ní khalifa, ó dẹ̀ ń pé nǹkan ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí o, because they bá understand there are opportunities immensely for humans. Ibrahim ló máa ń sọ àdúrà yẹn káàánú dẹ̀ máa sọ Rabbi habuli hukuman wa alhikini bisalihin. Rabbi habuli hukuman wa alhikini bisalihin. Ọlọ́run ṣáà fún mi ní làákàyè, fún mi ní wisdom. Let me go beyond this limitations tí mo ti fúnra mi. Limitations tí mo ti fúnra mi. Just give me that wisdom. Okay, Rabbi habuli hukuman wa alhikini bisalihin. So now what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? It was Prophet Ibrahim that made us understood or understand the need for us to establish ourselves. Instead a máa fi máa ṣe à ń kóra wa, à ń kó ẹran, à ń kó from Uru tí Ànábì Ibrahim wà tó wá sí Canaan, tó padà wá land sí Palestine and all those. So I'm in a class, mo ń teach lọ́wọ́ now. Mama péjọ. Hello. So it was Prophet Ibrahim. It was Prophet Ibrahim that made that effort. Now, àwọn growth àti development tó wá dé báyàn, tó dé báyàn kankan tí a wá fi ń ní bùkátà sí pé kí la fẹ́ jẹ, kí la fẹ́ mu, àánú lè create ẹ̀. Lè máa fi rí civilizations, lè máa fi rí innovations káwọn èèyàn wá kí ń jà kọ́ para wọn lórí. Hello, mo wà ń class for God's sake, mo wà ń class. You know what? So it was then when the issue of, it was here during this time, the issue of káwọn èèyàn wá dìde kó wá create kí ló fẹ́ jẹ, kó wá create kí ló fẹ́ mu, kó wá já sí pé the issue of labour has value, and people now start innovating ideas. Trade now becomes okay, mi ò lè dá gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe, ìwọ ni wọ́n lè ṣe, ìwọ lẹ́ni yìí lè ṣe. So everybody is now trying to build this idea of I can be productive láyé ara mi. But don't forget the fact that productivity yẹn náà èèyàn ló ń fi àsìkò ẹ̀ ṣe, ló ń fi hours ẹ̀ ṣe. So kí ló wá ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Some people will now start building up technologies in order to make that matter easier. To make the matter easier. Now kí ni nǹkan tí technology yẹn ní bùkátà sí ẹ̀rí? Láàárín àwọn àsìkò yẹn, láàárín growth of civilization and technology yẹn, even nínú Islam tá a bá lọ wo náà tán nínú AeTrade, tá a bá lọ wo sábàbù nùzúl AeTrade, àwọn Lárúbáwá tó jẹ́ àwọn mùsùlùmí kọ́bùlà dálì wọn kì í nínú concept of kitaba pé kéèyàn máa kọ̀ọ̀kan, kéèyàn dìde lójoojúmọ́ kó máa kọ̀ọ̀kan, it is not something very very well known. Yes, ọmọ, but it's like a sacred activity. It was Islam that says, Ya ayyuhal ladina amanu idha tadayantum bidaynin ila ajalin musamma faktubuhu. So wait, if you want to relate with yourself, if you want to borrow, if you want to ask, if you want to get some loan, then write it down. Ó wá di pé ìmá kankan yẹn kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó rọrùn. It's a new thing. It's like a new paradigm fáwọn mùsùlùmí. Ẹ lọ wò tán yẹn dáadáa. So Ọlọ́run bá àlekọ́lá ní faktubuhu. Ọlọ́run bá àlekọ́lá tó wá ṣàlàyé kí làwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kí nǹkan yẹn kó sínú. Tí ẹ bá lè kọ́, ẹ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn kà á, ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn ṣàyídéènì wà ń bẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́, because it's a new concept. The new concept comes with like this is an armor, and this armor has so many explanations to make it easy fáwọn èèyàn. So people now started adopting the issue of let us use the art of writing, let us document it, let us have it. Bọ́lọ̀ ọba àlekọ́lá yìí sọ pé faktubuhu. Kò ń ṣe yẹn nìkan, ẹ ti lọ wò nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ Quran náà ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀rí tí Umaru sọ pé òun suggest pé kọ́kọ́ Quran kalẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ jumlaton kọ́kọ́ ní òun kọ́kọ́ jọ ẹ̀rí Abubakar ní ọ̀rọ̀ concept yìí innovation idea yìí ànábì ò ṣe but Umaru dúró lórí pé we need to digitalize this concept lásìkò tiwọn definition digitalization tiwọn was that time ọmọ asori ni ọwọ́ ní kọ́kọ́ kójọ. Now they had to look at that innovation, look at that new thing pé ṣé a lè gbẹ́lẹ̀ láyé inú ẹ̀sìn nǹkan táwọn bí ò ṣe tí ọlọ́run ọba ò sọ̀rọ̀ kankan pa ẹ̀ pé clearly. So they had to consider it, look at the pros, look at the coins, and ọwọ́ ní pé okay, let us document it. Now we have that document. Now there is another level of digitization. Eléyìí tẹ document yẹn ẹ ká tún fi sínú mp3 ẹ ká tún gbé sórí internet. Digitization yẹn wá ń lọ as the growth of civilization. Now àwa lọ wo tábà lọ wo èèyàn ní ìjẹ́ èèyàn kí làwọn nǹkan tó need gangan tó fẹ́ fi ṣiṣẹ́ mi. Internet àti the current level of digitization tá a ní láyé nísìn kí làwọn nǹkan tá a ní bùkátà sí tó yẹ kó fún wa tó bá ti fún wa tó ṣe wá láǹfààní tí nǹkan yẹn naturally tó jẹ́ dáadáa tí nǹkan yẹn naturally jẹ́ nǹkan tí èèyàn fẹ́. Information dissemination ká lè bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ ká lè rí information lọ́dọ̀ wa. It is this age, it is àsìkò tá a wà yìí ni information wá ṣe ó rọrùn gan. Tó bá ní pé ẹ need any information ní ìsìn just go to Google, just come online, just come to google.com and just say throw a question. Just come to google.com, just say okay, first browser was developed. Mo kàn check eléyìí náà ni the world wide web. Mo máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. You will have information as tó bá ń dífẹ́ nídìí kí ni kí ló kọ̀ ẹ̀ kitabu o lè convert ẹ̀ I have Arabic kí ló kọ̀ ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tèmi báyìí. So I can just say kitab. Kitabu jẹ̀dí tajwid. Bóyá mo tiẹ̀ need PDF ẹ̀ I can download it. I can even get the English version. Information ti wá rọrùn gan. There is nothing you want that you will not find as a result of this digitalization tí à ń lọ. So interaction, that is the second thing. Ṣé a lè interact? Ẹ̀rí ó wá di pé a fẹ́ ṣe Usrah nísìn àwa wá sórí Google Meet. Everybody lè enable video ẹ̀, everybody lè wò come let us see ourselves. In fact inú ìgbà tí lockdown yìí bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí la ṣe program kan Ustaz Harun Fani ẹni tó bá mọ Ustaz ibi tó wà lọ́hùn yẹn ó ti pẹ́ ta ti rí wọn gbẹ̀yìn ibi wọn ní ẹ wá ìyẹn ọmọ ẹ wá wọ ẹyin ẹ wá wo Ustaz wa. So it is because of this we can interact. Interaction is a very important feature of human race tá a dẹ̀ need láti interact pẹ̀lú ara Ọlọ́run bá ìlíkọ́lá dẹ̀ ni pé in fact interaction ó gbọdọ̀ máa bí dáadáa láwùjọ ni nítorí Ọlọ́run bá yẹ sọ́nù Al-Qur'an ní Suratu Nisa Ọlọ́run ní la khayra fi kathirin min najwahum illa man amara bisadaqatin aw ma'rufin aw islahin bayna nas. Ẹ̀rí tó jásí pé a bá fẹ́ interact kó má kọ̀ jásí pé kọ́wùlò làgùwì kákọ̀ máa wú sàsìkò lórí nǹkan tó ṣe wá láǹfààní tó dẹ̀ ṣe pé a fẹ́ fi ṣe dáadáa a fẹ́ fi ṣe fáyídà àkọ́kọ́ sáwùjọ àbá fẹ́ fi tú àwùjọ ṣe. Ẹ̀rí Ọlọ́run bá ìlíkọ́lá kò fẹ́ yẹn. Ìkẹta ń bẹ òun náà ni transaction which is very very much easier now. O fẹ́ ra nǹkan ní ìsìn o fẹ́ ra nǹkan yẹn wà ní China kọ̀ wá sórí kọ̀ǹpútà ẹ̀ kò kọ̀ wá síbẹ̀ kó tẹ Alibaba ok mo ti fi Lárúbáwá ẹ kì í fi sí English padà kò kọ̀ wá sórí kọ̀ǹpútà ẹ̀ kò kọ̀ tẹ alibaba.com. Má gbàgbé alibaba.com tí mo tẹ̀ ń sìn is in China èmi wà Nàìjíríà bí báyìí. So I can just come online and say kí mo tiẹ̀ fẹ́ rà fún àwọn ará ilé mi o bóyá mo fẹ́ ra kitchen equipment àbí mo fẹ́ change furniture àbí mo fẹ́ ṣe anything tí mo fẹ́ ṣe bí báyìí I can just pick any of these products and I can just say okay ẹ kì í order fún then mo dẹ̀ máa fi address mi síbẹ̀ máa fi everything mi síbẹ̀ and I must tell you this product will be delivered to you okay even tẹ́ wà ní Nàìjíríà that is how easy the trend, the digitalization ló dé, and so many people don't know that. So ẹ ká continue. Now understanding this digitalization to request nǹkan mẹ́ta tá sọ pé èèyàn need, àwa wò pé báwo ló ṣe wá bá wa lọ, ká wá lọ understand the growth of this digitalization. Now internet of information, to answer the first nature of human, the first nature tá a sọ síbẹ̀ pé information, people want to know. ẹ̀rí tẹ́ bá lọ wo 1990, the first time tí this concept of world wide web tó ṣẹlẹ̀, which was initially a network of system fáwọn universities kan tó fi pé let us network àwọn universities kan so that they can cross fertilize information. Or wá decide pé let us build a system whereby people anywhere in the world, not just within the university but outside the university, can still tap into that information. And 1995, Netscape was the first browser. Google Chrome là ń lò ń sìn, Opera Mini, all these means tá fi ń browse internet. 1995, Netscape was developed that we want people to have access to information at no cost or the least cost. The least cost should be that they have data. There should not be any cost for them to get information. Anywhere you are in the world, you can be in Nigeria here and you will be learning from a sheikh in Saudi. If you need that information, you have access to it. As at 1995, there is a development, there is a growth that says we want to make sure that information is available for everybody. Nobody should be left out of knowing and having access to that knowledge. That is what is called web. To what develop. In 2005, there is one thing called Internet of Socialization that was developed. The first of its kind was developed by Mark Zuckerberg for Facebook. And today, we have so many other things that are still internet solution that says a fẹ́ connect pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn. And mo fẹ́ rí èèyàn báyìí, no, I may not physically see the person, but mo fẹ́ kí I will be seeing the person in a virtual note. I will be seeing the person. I can relate. Mo lè wà ní Saudi kó dẹ̀ já sí pé ẹni yẹn wà ní Nàìjíríà, mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó jẹ́ kí rí nǹkan kan, á dẹ̀ gbé lọ sí web báyìí, má dẹ̀ máa rí live feed. I will be able to know àwọn tí family wọn tẹ́ bá lọ sórí Facebook. You will be able to connect with your families. You will be able to connect with your friends. You will be able to connect with so many people because of the tool tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀, which is a tool of answering that human nature. We need to socialize. We need to interact. We need to get to know people. We need to be known. Nǹkan tó bá ní tí wọ́n ní lọ́dọ̀ ara ẹ̀, o fẹ́ káwọn kan mọ̀ pé o ní. Nǹkan tí àwọn èèyàn ní, o fẹ́ mọ̀ àwọn tó ní. Nítorí pé bàdúhùn àwòlíyá bad ní ti dáadáa, apá kan a máa ran apá kan lọ́wọ́ ni. And that is most important. And that was why you up to today tẹ́ bá lọ sórí Google, tẹ́ bá wo how many people are socializing with this tool, you will be able to see so many people. And in fact, tẹ́ bá wá sórí Google, irú àfáà yẹn sìn, Yusuf Jimoh Aweda, if I want to discuss with this person now, I will just click on his address, I will just click on message, or I will click on call, I will just talk to the brother. Where I can easily relate with the person, and that is how important. In fact, báyé ń ṣe ìgbìní àáfàá náà ń ṣe Usrah ní orí Google náà làwọn náà ti ń ṣe Usrah ní Àgbàdo Central. If I want to know that, if I want to relate with that person, I can easily socialize with that person. I can relate with that person. In fact, I can join his own lecture and get to know more about what he's doing because of that aspect of Internet of Socialization tó ṣẹlẹ̀. After Facebook, so many tools have come up. TikTok, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, Pinterest, Zoom, so many tools, okay, tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ because people want to socialize, and that is one of the things that we have. Now, as at 2009, transaction tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa yìí, there is a problem. Yes, if you want to buy something here and you want to interact with this tool, you can get it. But then you may not be able to track, you may not be able to get, you may not be able to be satisfied that nǹkan tí mo béèrè ni mo fẹ́ gangan. And there are so many other things that you will want to do. You want to do this and you don't have the facilities that will enable you to be rest assured that nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ yẹn gangan náà mo rí, nǹkan yẹn náà dẹ̀ ni mo gbà. In 2009, a solution came up, which is not new, but officially a solution came up which we call blockchain technology, and that is the internet of transaction. Internet of transaction, and the world is going towards blockchain. Is a server environment whereby there is a proof of case, use case, a signature, and that every transaction is secure. The concept of blockchain is that every transaction is secure. You cannot clean it, you cannot delete it. So if a transaction is sent to you, you have received it and it is proving that you have received it. If the transaction is sent to you, it means that ẹni tó send ẹ̀yìn ò ní lọ́wọ́ ọmọ, and that is where you now realize that I cannot give you something and still have it tó bá wà lórí blockchain. Tí bá ti fún ẹ kò sí lọ́wọ́ mi mọ́. You understand? And that is where you see that double spending and some other things. But the first use case of blockchain, which is now a success, is Bitcoin. And after Bitcoin, we have other cryptocurrencies and what have you. Okay, and on these three aspects, it's just like Muslims. Taba wò pé Muslims ṣáwọn nǹkan tá a rí àwọn digitalization tools tá a rí àti development yìí ṣó pé àwa mùsùlùmí ẹ̀rí ṣáàrí àǹfààní bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣáàrí ẹ̀kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣáàrí dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣáwa náà lè fi ṣe dáadáa. Tools yẹn ti dé, ṣé àwa náà wá lè fi tools yẹn ṣá lè fi ṣe dáadáa. Now the tools that we are looking at, ẹlòmíràn ni aráàmù ni because kíní kan aburú wà ń bẹ̀. Fine, mọ́tò tí ẹ̀ ń gùn yẹn ìgbà tó yìn vet ẹ̀ tó gbé mọ́tò yẹn dé báwọn kan ṣe pè lára mù nìyẹn nítorí ó ń pààyàn, nítorí àwọn èèyàn ńlá accident. But at the end of the day, they come to realize that these are tools. Ó dàbí ọ̀bẹ ni tó bá fi gé nǹkan haram ó máa di haram, tó bá fi ṣe surgical operation tó yé ìyá tó yé ọmọ ó di halal. Okay, and so many people are still finding so many arguments because of it is a new concept, it is a new thing, something that just happened and it is changing the world immensely. Ẹ wá nǹkan tá Ànábì sallallahu alaihi wasallam gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwa mùsùlùmí akọ́lé ká lọ mọ̀ pé there is no dua tọ́lọ́run bá àlékè ọlá sọ nínú Quran tó ní kẹ́ béèrè àlékún àyàfi lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìdúà tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ìmọ̀. Ká kọ́kọ́ lọ mọ̀ yẹn pé mùsùlùmí Ànábì sọ pé ẹni tí ọjọ́ ẹ̀ àná bó ṣe ṣẹ̀mí lánàá èní bó ṣe ṣẹ̀mí lẹ́ni tó bá wà sàwà tó bá wà ní dọ́gbandọ́gba ó ti kíni ó ti lose. Nítorí ẹ̀ nínú Islam ẹ̀rí gbogbo development tí mo sọ gbogbo introduction tí mo sọ yẹn ẹ realize pé mo mú pa Ànábì Ibrahim wa. I talk about human race, Queen Sheba gbogbo àwọn yẹn. Now we want to look at báwo wá ni kíní yẹn á ṣe jẹ́ dáadáa. Kò sí solution bó ṣe fẹ́ jẹ́ dáadáa àyàfi nǹkan t'Ànábì mú wá. Ó fọ́nì gan pé Ọlọ́run ọba ti ṣe Islam ní the most perfect religion. Mo dẹ̀ máa mú àwọn ẹ̀rẹ́ wa. It is only in Islam tọ́lọ́run ọba àlekọ́ lápá Ànábì láṣẹ tó wá fi ẹnu ẹ̀ pa gbogbo àwọn mùsùlùmí láṣẹ pé kí kó máa béèrè àlékún ìmọ̀ ò tí ì tó àfà. Mi ò mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ mọ̀ fáwọ́kọ̀kú lè vi ilmin alim. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní ìmọ̀ láyé èèyàn kan nímọ̀ jù lọ Ọlọ́run ọba àlekọ́ lá ní pé àsìkò nǹkan tẹ́ lè béèrè kẹ́ máa béèrè àlékún òun náà ní ìmọ̀ wà kúrò bìzídì ní ìmọ̀. So kí ló wá mọ̀ ìgbà tọ́lọ́run ọba àlekọ́ lá pa ẹ́ láṣẹ pé kó máa wá mọ̀ kí ló mọ̀. So ọ̀rọ̀ yàn ní káwa mùsùlùmí wà ń dùláhùn ká máa lọ ṣe ìlékún ìgbìyànjú wa ká lọ wo kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báwo láyé fẹ́ fi kíní ẹ̀ ṣe dáadáa kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báwo láyé fẹ́ dínkù àìdánídìí ẹ̀. Ẹ wo nígbà míì ẹ bá tún wá rò pé íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn scam pọ̀ ń bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn nǹkan wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ aburú tó wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ náà nìyẹn bíi mọ́tò accident pọ̀ ń díẹ̀ aburú tó wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn ṣé ìwọ máa wa mọ́tò ń sìn máa lọ fi kọlu àwọn èèyàn fi pa àwọn èèyàn kò dẹ̀ mọ́mọ́ mutahamidan kò dẹ̀ lọ fi pa àwọn èèyàn kò dẹ̀ yẹ pé o kò fẹ́ dún ẹnu ni ẹ̀rí Islam ní pé no àní ṣàìdá ṣùgbọ́n ká lọ mọ̀ pé Islam tànà bí mú wa òun náà ní the solution for us to manage and adequately live conveniently pẹ̀lú àwọn tools tó wà láyé nìsín ìjọ ẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run bá alẹ́ kọ́lá yìí sọ pé wa innaka la'ala khulqin azim ìwọ gọ́gọ́ ànábì ìwà ló mú wá ìwà yẹn náà ló fi ń dájú tẹ bá gbogbo technology gbogbo development gbogbo introduction táwọn bá bọ̀ yìí ìmọ̀ ni ẹ̀ka lọ wá ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti ní wà ìmọ̀ yẹn máa ta yín dànù ìmọ̀ yẹn ò ní ṣàǹfààní ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ bá ní wà tẹ́ bá ní bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ìmọ̀ yẹn máa padà ṣàǹfààní á ṣàǹfààní fẹ́yàn á ṣàǹfààní fún ẹranko. So we need to be technologically advanced. We need to be strong. We need to be good. Tó bá ní two kan wà níbẹ̀, then we are in the age of information. Information is so close to us. Mo wà ní yàrá mi sí gbogbo yín wà níbi tẹ́ wà, but we are still getting to relate and get information across. Information is so close to us, but àwa fúnra wa àwa ní afar pé ká lọ traits pé à ń wá mọ̀ àwa ni mọ́ the next tó dẹ̀ kù ní pé àbírí pé ó ti pé ṣùgbọ́n lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìmọ̀ Ọlọ́run bá àlekọ́lá ní pé wà kúrọ̀ bìzí dì ẹ̀yìn. Ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ó ní pé innama bu'ithtu li utammil akhlaq pé nǹkan tó fi gbé mi dìde ní pé mo ké bá lè pé character morality kódà tẹ́ bá fẹ́ bá àwọn èèyàn ṣe transactions online má jàǹbá àwọn èèyàn nítorí ìwà yẹn ló fẹ́ guide ìmọ̀ pé ẹ wojọ́ kan Umar níjọ́ kan ló ń ṣe kí ló kọ ẹ̀ lálẹ́ ó ń ṣe ìrásà ó wá dé yàrá kan tí ó wá délé kan tí obìnrin kan ń sọ fọ́mọ ẹ̀ pé kó la omi kún wàrà yẹn Umar ọmọ yẹn wá sọ pé a ṣe máa la omi kún tá a bá la omi kún àti ṣàìdá nìyẹn ìyẹn ni pé ta ló rí ẹ ta ló mú ẹ ẹni tí yóò bá rí mi ṣé Ọlọ́run ò rí mi ni afa ṣé Ọlọ́run ò rí mi ni so because I'm online now mo ò ní wá lè ṣe dáadáa alẹ́ mi fẹ́ ṣe dáadáa pẹ̀lú íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn mo fẹ́ ṣe dáadáa pẹ̀lú ìmọ̀ yẹn ẹ̀rí Umaru padà wá lọ́jọ́ kejì ó wá padà wá mú ọmọ yẹn pé èèyàn dáadáa ẹni tó yẹ kéèyàn fẹ́ ni ó dẹ̀ fi sínú ó fún ọmọ ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìyọ̀ǹda ọmọ ẹ̀ ẹ̀rí gbogbo ìmọ̀ yẹn gbogbo àkàlákì yẹn a gbọ́dọ̀ gbé jùlẹ̀ in fact there was a day inú hadith tí Ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam tó ń sọ pé iyyakum wa julusu bitul qat beware of sitting on the path kì í tọrọ yẹn sọ iyyakum ó dọwọ́ yín wa julusu bitul qat kẹ́ jókòó sójú ọ̀nà now ká tú ọ̀nà yẹn pé on the path ojú ọ̀nà tariq to court ojú ọ̀nà ká wá tú sí ọ̀nà tẹ́ máa ti máa rí àwọn èèyàn tó máa lọ tó máa bọ̀ ẹ wá rí yẹn kéré bí internet when you are sitting online so àwọn sàhábà wa ní pé ya Rasulullah mọ̀ lánàá mi majlisuna budun ní choice níbi tí a jókòó sí natahaddath fiya ibẹ̀ láti ń bá àwọn èèyàn converse. Ibẹ̀ láti ń bá àwọn èèyàn converse ó wá ní pé tí ẹ bá ní choice ìlà àǹtẹ̀jìlísà àfikẹ́ jókòó sójú ọ̀nà fa àtútọ̀rí ikọ̀ akọ̀wò ẹ fún ojú ọ̀nà yẹn ní ètò ẹ̀ ó wá ní wà mọ́ àkùtọ̀rí ikọ̀ ya Rasulullah kí ni ètò ojú ọ̀nà èmi wà lórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì sí kí lẹ̀ tọ́ pé mo wà online kí lẹ̀ tọ́ pé mo jókòó sórí kọ̀ǹpútà mo mú íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì mi dúró bẹ́ẹ̀ mo wá lórí Facebook mo wà lórí Twitter mo wà lórí Instagram àbí mo build website mo wá build application kí lẹ̀ tọ́ ẹ̀ kí ni ojúṣe tó yẹ kó jẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́ pé mo wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó wá ní pé rọ́dù salam téèyàn bá sálámọ̀ sí ẹ dáhùn sálámọ̀ rọ́dù salam socialization you should still be social èèyàn kan sálámọ̀ sí wa ní kéèmì ò mẹ́ni ẹ̀rí o block ẹ̀ tó bá block ẹ̀ algorithm network yẹn máa ṣó pé àwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa block ẹni tó block yẹn ẹ̀rí ó máa padà jẹ́ kí ó ban account ẹni yẹn because people are blocking the person bóyá ẹni yẹn jẹ́ scamming àbí nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ so rọ́dù salam èèyàn máa dáhùn sálámọ̀ now tó bá jẹ́ sí pé ẹni yẹn gangan jẹ́ ní tó lè ṣèyàn ṣùtà ni ẹ̀rí careful ada kéèyàn kọ ṣùtà yẹn kéèyàn kọ bóyá kéèyàn report ẹ̀. There are so many tools, there is no tool lórí social media tí ó já sí pé ò ní lè report anybody. Interestingly tó bá understand tool yẹn dáadáa, tó bá report èèyàn kan ó máa block account yẹn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ because ó ti mọ̀wọ́ pẹ̀lú bí account wọ́n ṣe wà bó ṣe ń lo tools yẹn. So careful ada rọ́dù salam careful ada godul baso ṣáà fẹ́ sọ yẹn lẹ́yìn pé godul baso ni pé kéèyàn rẹ ojú èèyàn lẹ̀. Islam ti mú wá, Ànábì tún mú wá pé ẹ̀tọ́ pé ẹ wà online náà nìyẹn náà ẹ rẹ ojú yín lẹ̀. This is something you can do. Nobody is going to see you but Allah sees you. Morality ibẹ̀ yẹn Islam mú wá bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ̀rí rọ́dù salam careful ada godul baso amru bil ma'ruf kéèyàn pàṣẹ dáadáa. Ṣé wọ́n bá wá sí online kí ni nǹkan tí wọ́n máa ń sọ? Ṣé o máa ń bú àwọn èèyàn ni? Ṣé o máa ń ṣépè fáwọn èèyàn ni? Ṣé o máa ń kọ ronú dáadáa kọ pé kí ni mo fẹ́ sọ lẹ́yìn tó jẹ́ dáadáa? Amru bil ma'ruf wà náà yà ní limuka. Bóyá o ní website ni kí ló ń fi website ẹ create, content wo ló ń create, bóyá o ní social media channels ni, bóyá o ní Instagram, bí o ní email list ni. What tool are you developing to enable goodness lórí ilẹ̀? These tools ló lè lò, kò sí any of these tools tí o lè lò àìtí mọ̀ ni, but èwo ló wọ́n ń lò tó fi ń ṣe dáadáa. Ẹlòmíì máa ń lọ sí online ó lọ ń receive content ni àwa máa sọ pé nǹkan táwọn èèyàn post yẹn ò dáa, ìyẹn kò sí tó kàn ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú nǹkan táwọn èèyàn post. Alladhina amanu yuqatiluna fi sabilillah walladhina kafaru yuqatiluna fi sabilit taghut. So àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ dáadáa wọn máa ṣègbìyànjú sójú ọ̀nà Ọlọ́run. Then this is a tool. Now why ta fi ń sọ pé tool yìí, why ta fi gbé jùlẹ̀? Ẹ bá wá sórí Google tàbá ní kíní ìtẹ̀ wá lé tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ló wá lé bẹ́ẹ̀ ká ṣe ká gbé jùlẹ̀ ẹ̀rí kakọ̀ wá sórí Google kẹ wá ní Facebook monthly active users pé àwọn tó ń lo Facebook tó wá within a month ẹ̀rí 2.8 billion monthly active users. Tó bá gbé jùlẹ̀ ṣó ó show any difference nínú kíní yẹn? Àyàfi kó jókòó kí wọ́n náà wà nínú ẹ̀ kí wọ́n wá máa lo nǹkan yẹn fún dáadáa wo ni wọ́n wá ń fi ṣe tí wọ́n mọ̀ ẹ̀rí. If you don't know, you should know. Àwọn èèyàn wà lórí platform yẹn, they are very very active. So kí ni dáadáa tí wọ́n fi tool yẹn ṣe? Tẹ́ bá lọ sórí Instagram náà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ẹ̀rí Instagram mo tẹ́ dáadáa Instagram 1 billion ó tẹ̀ gbé jáde pẹ̀lú bí mo yẹ tẹ̀. These are information available for you. Tẹ́ bá lọ sórí TikTok are active monthly users. Eléyìí ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni o, TikTok ti yẹn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni, but tó bá tiẹ̀ ní wow subhanallah òun náà ti reach 1 billion. Wow 1.1 billion wow that is very great. So that is how powerful these tools are. Tools tó kó 1 billion people dání, information of 1 billion people. So tí wọ́n bá débẹ̀ tó bá lọ ṣe dáadáa tó bá lékún dáadáa wàá rí dáadáa yẹn ṣe, wàá dẹ̀ rí àwọn èèyàn ṣe dáadáa yẹn sí orí bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́lẹ́ tó bá lọ bẹ̀ tó bá lọ ṣàìdá wàá rí àìdá yẹn ṣe, wàá dẹ̀ rí àwọn èèyàn ṣàìdá yẹn sí bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. So fakọ́tì lo àwòrán òun ṣe ìtàn kẹ́yìn wá lọ lo àwọn tools yẹn because these are tools tó ń dé tàdé gbọdọ̀ mọ bá ifẹ̀ lò. Now the concept of halal wal haram, kí ló ń jẹ́ halal kí ló ń jẹ́ haram, ó yẹ ká mọ̀ kò change. The rule of halal is always halal, the rule of haram is always haram, kò change whether you are on technology or you are not on technology. Ó yẹ ká mọ̀ inú àdìtì kan Ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ó ní innal haramu bayyin wa innal halala bayyin wa innal haramu bayyin wa ma baynahuma umurun mushtabihat la ya'lamunahunna kathirun minan nas. Pé halal fojú wọn haram fojú wọn, baynahuma umurun mushtabihat àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan sì rújú. If technology is mushtabihat fún ẹ lọ gbọ́ nǹkan tá Ànábì sọ. If a blockchain technology is mushtabihat fún ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tá Ànábì sọ. If internet as a tool is mushtabihat fún ẹ lọ gbọ́ nǹkan tá Ànábì sọ. Ànábì ní pé famon itakot shubuhat ẹni tó bá ṣọ́ra fún shubuhat fakọ́dí istabra lidini wa'ard ó ti ṣọ́ ọmọlúwàbí ó ti ṣọ́ ẹ̀sìn ó ti pọ́nlé. Wàmọ́n wákàt fi shubuhat ẹni tó bá kóra sínú shubuhat wákàt fi haram ó ti wọnú haram because apá kan nù kò sí pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn rújú o mọ̀ tó jẹ́ halal o mọ̀ tó jẹ́ haram ẹ̀rí ó lè já sí pé ọba àdúmọ̀ wa lọ kó sórí ẹ̀ ló kọ́ lọ kó sí ìyọ̀dẹ̀ iṣẹ́ dìkì tí wàá lè ní ẹ̀ka tẹ̀ sọ. Ìkẹta nù ẹ̀ ní pé believe in the day of judgment. àwọn tools yìí they are tools that are proving that indeed Ọlọ́run bá nímọ̀ pa gbogbo nǹkan, and we should believe that nǹkan tá a bá ń ṣe kò bò Ọlọ́run bá àlékè ọlá ní pé tó bá dúró ìgbà kí á mọ̀ a máa fún ẹ ní result gbogbo hours gbogbo deeds tó ṣe ikra kitabaka wàá kàwé ẹni ẹ̀rí. Ìyẹn ló fà á tó já sí pé mùsùlùmí gbọ́dọ̀ mọ kí ni ipò digitalization àti báwo ni òun ṣe fẹ́ bá lò, kí làwọn tools tó wà, kí làwọn in fact if you are to look at kí làwọn nǹkan tí àwọn tools yìí fẹ́ ṣe, internet of information, internet of socialization, internet of transaction, there are so many things tí tools yìí fẹ́ ṣe. In fact kò sí èèyàn kan lásìkò tá a wà yìí tó bá tòṣì, kò sí nǹkan tó mú tòṣì ju pé ó wà ní dọ̀làlù kọ̀dìm ẹni tó sọnù tó ti wá tó ti pẹ́ ìgbà tí ànábì táwọn ọmọ fámìlì ànábì Yusuf tó ń bá bàbá ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ Yakub wọ́n ní ó rẹ̀ pé ojú tó sọ pé òǹgbòrún ànábì Yusuf yìí ó rẹ̀ pé wọ́n ti gbàgbé ara gan ó mọ bí tó wà mọ́ ìgbà tó wá ń sọ pé nǹkan tó ń mọ̀ ó yé òun. So you have information at your tip, there's nothing you want to learn, go to YouTube, sorry, and of course subscribe to YouTube channel me, and that is if you really want to learn about digital tools. Okay, you can, I would humbly ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. But ìyẹn kọ́ ni game wa lé ní ẹ kàn lọ sí YouTube ṣé o fẹ́ kéwú kó wá sórí YouTube kó wá tẹ ọ̀rọ̀ kó kàn tẹ nǹkan kan pa kéwú kó kàn tẹ sí orí YouTube wàá rí àwọn ìwé táwọn àáfàá ti kọ kó kàn wá sí ìgbà yẹn sìn kó kàn wá sórí YouTube kó kàn tẹ bóyá náwó lè wá di ọ̀nà kéyìí mo ṣe wò ní ìjọ òmòwélé kéèyàn kàn wá sí ìgbà yẹn kó kàn wá sí ìgbà yẹn kó kàn ní náwó lè wá di àwọn èèyàn ọ ti ṣe fídíò, this is almost 71 videos táàfà ti ṣe 3 years ago àwọn kan ti ṣe náwó ìwádìí fi kọ̀wádìí lọ́gàtọ̀ àrọ̀bíyà ọ ti fọ eléyìí náà 1 year ago àwọn kan ti ṣe complete. Kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ wá tó fẹ́ kọ́ tó ní tó táwọn kan ò tí ì ṣe gbìyànjú lé lórí. Then people are still coming online creating this was uploaded 2 months ago. Okay, tó bá já sí pé náà ò fẹ́ kọ́ bóyá o fẹ́ ṣe tàfíìsì ni bóyá o fẹ́ ṣe kì í ṣe Arabic, so there are so many things. In fact tó bá tẹ̀ pòkè bóyá o fẹ́ study programming bóyá server management o wá fẹ́ wo Contabo server for instance tó bá máa fi scroll orí internet nsìn kó kàn ní o kàn type server environment tó bá máa fi scroll wàá rí Fetuga Mojeed lórí Contabo náà tó náà ti ṣe fídíò 1300 views, so tó bá máa fi wò lọ wàá tún rí another one ẹ̀rí wàá tún rí people are creating content on a daily basis and you will always see content there. So kò sí nǹkan kan tó bá sọ pé o fẹ́ mọ̀ oye táwọn èèyàn ò tí ì ṣe kíni táwọn èèyàn ò tí ì gbìyànjú pé let me add that information, just pick any topic. How to bake bread ẹ kìkọ̀ tẹ how to bake bread. Bread at home, bread even without oven gbogbo yẹn ti sọ. So people have put in information ti wà ń bẹ, you understand, and people are watching this 5.3 million views of this topic. So kó wá sọ fún mi pé o fẹ́ kọ́ nǹkan kan o fẹ́ kọ́ bó ṣe ń túmọ̀ tó ṣe vehicles.
Jazakumullahu khairan.
Okay, time is
Sorry, you
up.
can try to round up, sir.
Okay, that. So in fact, interestingly, I'm also
Yes, sir.
true with the concept of Ebola Day as a Muslim, as a community. And okay, the last one only, thank you. So the summary of this tool is that the tools are very much available for you. And you have no other reasons to say probably kò ń ṣàram o lè rẹ́rìí pé àwọn tools ní haram ni àyàfi nǹkan tó fi ń ṣe lè máa lẹ́rìí pé information pé ká ní information ká send information ọlọ́run bá lè kọ́ láàánú ká send information ká lè bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ in fact ànábì sọ pé báàlì gani wàlà àyà jẹ́ nǹkan tó mọ̀ ń pa mi nǹkan tó gbọ́n pa mi jẹ́ kó dé tí ìgbà àwọn èèyàn, you understand. Interaction pé kí ni ta'awanu 'ala al-birri wa taqwa wala ta'awanu 'ala al-ithmi wal-'udwan ẹ̀rí ṣé transaction ọlọ́run bá àlékọ́lá ní wa halala Allahu bay'a wa harrama riba ẹ̀rí gbogbo kínní kò sí àwọn tools yìí tí ó jẹ́ ìṣẹ̀mí èèyàn tí àwọn tools yẹn ò address and bóyá já sí pé is a global tools tó dẹ̀ ti grow because the world and the human nature on need the bùkátà sáwọn kìíní yẹn Islam no sọ pé ká má ní bùkátà sí Islam always appreciate that so àbí ọlọ́run bá àlékè ọlá kí ó ṣe àlékún ọ̀rẹ́ fún ẹnìkankan wa aqulu qawli hadha astaghfirullahi wa lakum wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.